Welcome to Alice Just Alice 55. You're listening to an AI-narrated audiobook version of my original story, The Unclaimed Werewolf, an Unbound Wolves novel, written by Alice N. Smith. Chapter 20, Where Patience Ends. It wasn't loud, it wasn't respectful either. It carried the sharp edge of impatience, of someone who believed time spent waiting counted as effort. "Well," the man demanded, "are you going to hear us or not?" The clearing went very still. Nora lifted her head slowly, meat still between her teeth. She chewed once, deliberately, then swallowed. Behind her, Morcel shifted. She didn't look back. She didn't need to. Her gaze settled on the speaker and held. The sudden weight of it made him straighten, mistaking attention for invitation. "We were told this was the proper time," he continued, irritation bleeding through restraint. "We followed the rules. We waited, and you—" his eyes flicked to the food. "You didn't even let us speak." Nora rose to her feet. As she did, Morcel stepped forward and finished what she'd left behind. Meat disappeared quickly, efficiently, the sound of tearing and crunching quiet, but unmistakable. The man noticed. His expression twisted. Nora's lips peeled back from her teeth. A low snarl rolled out of her, sharp enough to make the clearing snap still again. The man faltered, but anger made him reckless. "That's not a reason," he said. "You can't judge us without hearing us. None of us has even had the chance to present." Nora shifted. Fur sank away, bone and muscle folding back into human shape with smooth, terrible control. When she stood before them again, bare feet planted in the dirt and her mouth still faintly marked from the meal, her expression was colder than her teeth had been. "You're wrong," Nora said. She took a single step forward. "I already have." Confusion rippled through them. "What?" another demanded. She turned her head slightly, eyes never leaving the first speaker. "You," she said, "are rejected for interrupting me while I ate." His face flushed. And you two," she continued, gaze sliding to the others without pause, "are rejected for how you looked at him." Their expressions shifted instantly. At the dog, one scoffed. Morcel didn't lift his head. He was busy licking grease from his muzzle, tail thumping once against the ground in unrepentant satisfaction. "He is not a dog," Nora said, voice dropping low. "He is mine." One of them laughed under his breath, sharp and dismissive. "That's ridiculous," he said. "You can't seriously—" Nora moved before he finished. She crossed the distance in a single step, close enough that he stumbled back before she even had to bare her teeth. Silence slammed down hard. "You've said enough," she said. "All of you." The men bristled, indignation flaring now that fear hadn't fully rooted. "We followed the process," one argued. "You don't get to dismiss us because you didn't leave," Nora said. They didn't. She exhaled slowly through her nose and turned her head slightly. "Amen." He stiffened, then stepped forward immediately. "Yes? Come with me." The words hit the clearing like a dropped stone. The others erupted at once. "You don't get to choose him like that. This is favoritism. We haven't even—" Nora spun back on them, her presence slamming outward with unmistakable intent. "You are dismissed," she said. "And if we don't?" one demanded, voice shaking with rage and something dangerously close to panic. She smiled. It showed far too many teeth. "Then you'll find out how patient I am when I'm done being polite." The forest seemed to lean in. None of them missed it. One by one, they stepped back, not together, not with dignity, Pride fractured under the weight of survival, and survival won. They turned and left, retreat hurried and uneven, irritation dissolving into silence as the trees swallowed them. Nora watched until their scents thinned enough to stop mattering. Only then did she glance back. The ground where the food had been was clean, no scraps, no hesitation. Morsel sat there, licking the last traces from his paws, tail sweeping the dirt once in quiet satisfaction. Good. She looked at Eamon. Move, she said. He did. Without hesitation, he crossed the boundary and followed her as she turned deeper into her territory. Morsel falling naturally into place at her side. Behind them, the clearing settled. Ahead, the forest closed in, and for the first time since the suitors had begun arriving in groups, Nora felt something shift, not toward trust, not toward comfort, but toward control. And that, for now, was enough.